Welcome back once again. Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Maddie Kurth, 8:30, and it's a foggy start to the weekend, but we're tracking the threat of severe weather. Let's give you a live look right now outside at the city of New Orleans. Finally starting to see a break in the clouds here too, but definitely gloomy. Gard is here with your weather authority forecast. That comes with that first alert. Hey,
yeah,
Hannah.
Maddie, we don't want to see breaks in the clouds because that sunshine is going to be fuel for us later today. So if we do see some storms pop up in the afternoon, they could be severe. And then in the evening, we are looking at a line of storms that's going to come through. So 2 rounds. All modes of severe weather possible with those storms. Here's our severe weather outlook for today. The area in red, that's a level 4 out of 5 risk. That includes Hattiesburg, Jackson, and Alexandria. Down farther to the south, though, in our area, our northern tier included a level 3 out of 5 risk for severe storms. That includes Baton Rouge, over to north of Mobile, all of the North Shore. We're also in that hatching in those areas. That's these black lines that are indicating that we could see strong tornadoes in that region. So really focusing into the north, but down to the south, even New Orleans included a level 2 out of 5 risk, and the coastal areas in a level 1 out of 5, which means we can't rule out the chance to see some severe storms. So here's the main threats. We could see a few violent long track tornadoes. That's the wording from NOAA. And we really want to focus in on that tornado threat because of this. This is going to be the chance for tornadoes that are on the ground for a really long time and can become quite strong. The next threat, damaging wind gusts 70+ miles per hour. Large hail, greater than 1 inch possible, and then heavy flooding rain. So we do have a tornado watch already for the North Shore. That's that red line across the area. So we'll watch all of these storms that pop up. Near Carrier, we're seeing some storm activity to the northwest of Slidell. It also includes Tangipahoa Parish in that watch. We're seeing a couple of little showers and storms. The stronger ones have been over toward Baton Rouge, though. But again, we can't rule out the severe threat down to the south. So here's a storm moving out over the lake. That'll move up to the North Shore. And we have some scattered shower activity elsewhere down in the coastal area. So all of the northern tier included in that tornado watch. That's until 3 this afternoon, and we will be very closely watching those areas specifically. But we have this kind of lingering boundary up here to the north. You remember those storms that moved through yesterday? This is still part of that boundary that kind of stalled out. So we're seeing the offshore storms. It's still very warm across the area, low 70s, upper 60s, with dew points right around there as well. So lots of fuel to work with. And then this low with the cold front is what will eventually start to push through. But we have a lot of lift to the atmosphere too. On water vapor, this counterclockwise swirl that's moving across Texas, this is providing the lift that we're seeing over Texas, but we also have high pressure down here. So the whole region over across Louisiana and Mississippi, we have a lot of lift. Here's the storm energy modeling into the afternoon. This is an updated look at it. It looks a lot more potent now in the afternoon hours. We're going to have heat, moisture to work with, and any storm that tries to pop could be severe. Then as the line pushes through, this is 10 p.m., we're going to keep that energy on the front end of it, and with the lift from the line, we could see some severe weather there as well. The severe threat will diminish after the cold front moves through the area. Here's our forecast model. What it's showing is a lot of storm activity to the north of us, not really seeing isolated storms in our area, but just because the modeling doesn't show it, doesn't mean that we can't see a storm or two popping up that tries to spin or become severe. So again, you don't want to just believe that there will be nothing there because we have all the ingredients. If something pops up, we want to watch it. Here's the line. This is around 7 to 8, starts to push in. We're still seeing storm activity from 10 to midnight. And then it will start to taper off the closer we get to 2 a.m. Then things are clearing up for us tomorrow. We could see some fog by Monday morning, and we will have less threats to worry about through the rest of the week. We'll see maybe some changes coming into the new year. But with the line moving through late tonight into early tomorrow morning, we could see some heavy flooding rainfall where you have yellows and oranges. That's 2 to 3 inches really quickly, but most of the area just sees up to 1 inch with the line because it's going to be moving so fast. So isolated flood threat with these storms. Here's the next weather system. This is New Year's Eve. I don't see a lot of rain with this. Maybe we get some scattered showers, but mostly it brings in some cooler air, and that cold air doubles down into the later half of next week. We'll see a bigger low, some snow up here, blizzard conditions for parts of the Northeast, and we will keep the Arctic cold around. So temperatures today really warm ahead of that system, 78. will be much cooler behind the front tomorrow in the upper 60s, low 70s through Tuesday, and then all the way down to the low 60s and 50s for the later half of the week. And the first week of January, still seeing that cold air sitting across the southeastern U.S. So we will have some changes coming, but today we really want to watch for how much sunshine we're getting through the afternoon. Do we have energy to work with? I'm not really seeing a lot of fog out there, so that means things will really quickly warm up. Where you are seeing impaired visibility is mostly from shower activity. So any fog that might be lingering, little patches, will clear out. We'll get to the upper 70s, and there's that fuel. We have heat, we have moisture. We will be tracking storms all the way throughout this afternoon and into the overnight hours. So make sure you download the Fox 8 weather app so you can get those weather alerts overnight. If you do end up in a tornado warning, you can watch our live stream and we will have you covered the whole time that warning is active. You also can get lightning alerts if you do have outside plans today. Make sure you're closely watching the radar.
A lot of people on the roads in these next couple days trying to get home. So you just want to slow down, be careful, always increase that following distance. That's going to be the easiest advice.
Yeah, and know where you are on the map, because if you know where the storms are, you know where you are, you can try to avoid them, and you want to keep a close eye on that.
All right, thanks, Anna.